So here we are then on the approach. So just making a right turn here. As I say, you've got the charts on the screen so you can see this as it happens. Just set the heading bug to 117. So we're just tracking the 11-mile arc around Kefalonia. Welcome to the channel. So in this video we're going to continue where we left off. In the previous video we spoke about how to configure a VR approach, set everything up. We're now just going to fly the approach.
1,000 to go.
Just showing you this page which we've been through on a previous video, so just allows you to gives you data to monitor the various sections of your descent. So for example, it's just giving us there the data to get to this point, Kefalonia 03, and that data is based on reaching that at 210 knots at 3,000 feet. So you can see as we close in on it, the data does get a little bit wacky, as I would often describe it. That's no fault at all on the system. That's entirely what you'd expect. But how's it behaving here? So as you can see, it's coming down to 210. And based on what we know about VREF 40, we can remain with flaps up just here. So now I'm going to make a left turn. I'll just bring up the legs page. So again, this is to our next waypoint, 8 miles away, and we're just going to reduce speed there down to 190 knots. So we're just levelling now at 3,000. So what we need to ask ourselves is, when is it going to decelerate? Well, you can see here on the navigation display, so it's got decel on there. So what we'll do, we'll go with flap 1 in anticipation of that. It wants to come down to 185 knots. However, what I'm going to do now is use speed intervene and choose 190. So we've got the message there, drag required as well. So just going to speed intervene 190. We're going to select the next altitude, which is 2,000 on there, and we'll just kind of see what the issue is. So as soon as drag required enunciated, it's gone away again. So we're going to make a left turn any moment. Let's just start to match the heading bug. So let's go with 320. Make sure as well that you've still got VNAV path enunciated. So what that will do is, once it's ready to begin descent, so as soon as we cross that, here we go, FMC speed, LNAV VNAV path, and it resumes descent there. So this is a nice little visual as well for me. It shows me how far we are away. What I'm going to do now is bug down 170 knots, and that's my flap 5 speed. So flap 5. that might be the message drag required. Let's just take a look. Yep. That's really because I'm managing my own speeds as opposed to letting it do what it wanted to do. So if it had come down to 185 knots, it probably would have had a better shout at that. But let's have a look at what's going on here. So the MPS scales there. That's fine, that's in line, that's coming down. We've still got a healthy rate of descent there. So I'm happy at the moment. Let's pop in our missed approach altitude, 6,000 feet. I guarantee the first time you do this on an LNAV approach, you will shoot yourself. Just like I did when I first did one, because the plane actually initiated the climb. What we're going to do now is bug down, gear down, flat 15. So those speeds that I'm using, solely based from VREF 40. If I could make an ornament to VREF 40, probably would do. It's that good. So 160 knots, we've crossed over the 7 mile range there, or the 7 mile arc. Let's configure for landing. And we want to be configured now, so we're going to come right down 139 knots. Flat 40. So let's just do this as we go down to flap 30. Let's just give it a chance before we go flap 40, approaching minimums. Continue. So missed approach alt set. I'm going to take the throttles as well. There we go. There's just a slight pause there before my hardware caught up. And let's just now maintain that speed, so probably a bit more thrust. It is a flat 40 approach, of course, so we do need a bit more thrust. Pilot's disconnected, slight wind there from the right hand side. And two weds, what are they? Two reds and two whites. And I am a little bit to the left, a bit too high as well. Now at this point, look out the window. So we'll just increase that descent rate, not too much. We don't want to dive down, panic everyone. So we're back on with two whites and two reds. So that's fine. A little bit steeper than what I'd probably anticipated. Let's just get that lateral bit. Now we've got three reds.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
And then remember what we said. Full reverse. Should have just anticipated that crosswind a bit more than I did. And back to idle reverse. And then let's get rid of reverse thrust. Still got the Uds brakes engaged. Let's disengage those now. So the point I was just trying to emphasise during the approach, and obviously it does get quite busy when you are flying the thing down. The point I'm just trying to emphasise, LNAV will do a great job in getting you so far down. Then we're going to be looking at the lights like we was doing there and adjusting, and after that it's a plane. Just fly it. Not looking for textures, you're not looking for suspension modifications or wing modifications or any modification. Just look outside the window and that's enough. The information that you've all got available to you now with SimBrief and your charts and everything like that, and the stuff that the simulated FMCs do and all this is absolutely brilliant. But I think there's become too much of a reliance on that. I do hope that you enjoyed this video showing how to fly the approach. Do like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon on the next video. Thank you, and bye bye.